Chapter 3 Unspoken Thought.
I wonder what exactly happened here 5 years ago. Did it have something to do with Matthew's dad? Could that be the reason he disappeared? I need to find Matthew. Where could he be? What did Dan say about where Matthew went last year? Something about finding Matthew in an old house near here.
Well, we're gonna have to find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to another code. Last time, we went out and saw the lake. It's a very beautiful lake. And we met up with Matthew, who fell down a well. And we learned more about him. His father is missing. Apparently he was rich. And we went into this boathouse to try and figure more stuff about him. Didn't really, and we found his briefcase. Hopefully we're gonna learn more about him. In the meantime, we have to find Matthew. Yeah, Dan told us a bunch about what happened. Dan the Forest Ranger told us about what's been going on with him. So, let's out. He said that he went to an old photographer's house, so... Is this that photographer's house Dan told me about? Well, I know one thing. There's a can here!
Ugh.
Who left this can here? I should pick it up. A empty can. Like, there's no doubt that it was Matthew who just threw this can out, right? Because he comes here all the time or something. Like, come on, Matthew, jeez. Also, this is very pretty. Like, holy crap. I love the scenery in this game. Like, the framing is just, like, incredible. Like, the trees just part in a way that makes the clock tower just appear, and that's beautiful. I'd imagine it's really cool for a photographer. That's why they, like, settled here.
The door's open.
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Is
Only
Matthew
time
in here?
logs. Also, I'm not entirely sure if the graphics show it well. Hello? Anyone in here? Sounds like no one's home. Oh well. We do have some bios to look through, so before we look through this house, let's look through our bios. By the by, I forgot to add one part on the Final Two Memories bios. Dad told me that Mom gave me my middle name. It means beautiful moon. Thanks for the awesome name, Mom. But then he gave me Mom's pendant as a birthday present. I'll never take it off. As long as I have it, I'll feel her presence watching over me. Let's start with Matthew. So that boy's name is Matthew after all. He ran away to the lake and I caught him after he fell into a well by the abandoned building. Well, I guess rescued is closer to the truth. When Matthew told me that he was looking for his dad who had gone missing, I was sympathetic right away. I totally get wanting to find your father, but I didn't trust him at first and said mean things to him. Can't make that up to him exactly, but I can help him look for clues about his dad. I mean, look at this poor kid. All alone with his mom dead and his dad missing? Can't just do nothing. You can tell that Ashley's kind of growing into a kind person. Kelly Crusoe, Matthew's little sister. She loves stuffed animals. That strange little rabbit in her father's briefcase was kind of cute. Guess I could see why she liked it. That one must be her favorite, in fact. It was falling apart, so you can just tell how much she loved it. Michael Crusoe. Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true. The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Juliet into a tourist trap, with stuff like the campground and boathouse. But there was some kind of trouble, and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing? Huh. The clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened here 5 years ago? A lot, apparently. A suspicious-seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him. Guess because he thinks that the guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance? But snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. He seems less like a culprit and more like a detective or someone following the case. But that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? Sophia Callahan, a researcher at GC Valley. She's one of Dad's coworkers. She was the first person I met at the cookout Dad invited me to. She has a grown-up sort of elegance and a real beauty to her. She also seems a little hard to approach. Even if my first impression of her is wrong, she was talking to Rex about work the whole time and I didn't have the courage to butt in. She works with Dad, so I really should try to say hi to her at some point. But how should I go about approaching her? If she doesn't want to talk to me? Guess I won't know until I try, but it makes me a little nervous. Also, she has a beauty mark, typical beauty mark of, yeah. Gina Barnes. Gina is another one of Dad's researcher colleagues. When I needed to take Dad's hat back to him, she jumped in to remind Ian to be specific with his instructions since I'd never been here. She also told me there was some shady guy in sunglasses hanging around the boathouse, so I was ready to hide right away when I saw him by the lakeshore. Gina's great. She's kind and considerate. Kind of person I want to be as an adult. Ian Tyler. Ian is another researcher who works with Dad. While cleaning up after the cookout, he noticed Dad forgot his hat, so he asked me to bring it to his cottage. I bet Dad's doing stuff like this all the time, forgetting things and imposing on everyone else to help. Ian told me how to find the cottage and also warned me to stay away from the out-of-service boathouse. Then I met Matthew and we wound up sneaking in. I don't want Ian to worry, so maybe I just won't tell him I went inside. A large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. They get along pretty well, but it isn't his pet. He said it just started following him around near the campground. It's too well behaved to be a wild animal, so I guess someone must be really worried about their lost dog right now. Next time I see it, I should try and befriend it so I can give it all the cuddles. Rex Alfred, the director of JC Valley. That's where Dad works. He's Elizabeth's father. Turns out he's Dad's boss, and that means I had better behave in front of him. He's a little intimidating too. Who wears a suit to a cookout? All he talks about is work, so I figured he would not want to talk to a teenager. And in fact, he spent the whole cookout talking to Sophia. I don't exactly know why, but I got the feeling there's something going on between them. Interesting. Alright. Elizabeth Alfred, the keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the director of Rex. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of JC Valley. I first saw her at the campground, but she was busy, so I didn't have a chance to say hi. Later I did, and I regretted it. Turns out she's the worst. The first time we spoke, she ignored what I had to say and talked down to me the whole time. I just wanted to say hi. My mistake, I guess. I just don't get her. Her dad is my dad's boss, so I had to be careful what I say to her. How frustrating. If it weren't for that, I would have let her have it. Oh, I wish I could. Can't believe she's friends with Tommy and Janet. They make a big deal about her taste in music and fashion sense. I can't just look past her personality and appreciate that stuff. Why did I even come here again? Yeah, Dad, it's because of you that I had to deal with this girl. Janet Rice, the drummer in Tommy's band. She's really friendly and fun to be around. She told me their band is entering the Big Deal Band Contest. Great name. I'm going to enter too, but according to her, their goal isn't just to enter. She wants to enter, win, and get a record deal. And winning this contest is the quickest way to make that happen. Tommy has different motivations, but seeing Janet's ambition really makes me want to dig down deep and give it my all. Rock on, Janet. Tommy Harrison, a college student who works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth, playing lead guitar and writing all their songs. Janet says he's good enough to be a pro guitarist, but I'm pretty impressed that he also writes the music. I guess he's also really popular with the fans of the band. It's weird to think that the slacker who is always taking breaks in the storage room is, like, cool. That being said, I haven't heard their music, and as a fellow guitarist, I'm really curious to hear how he plays. And here's Dan, who's just here. Dan spoke to me at the campsite. When he showed me a picture of Matthew and I confirmed that he was the one who stole my bag, he told me that Matthew had run away from home 3 days ago. Not for the first time. Dan said he's been asked to find him. At the time, I didn't know anything about Matthew and I thought he was just a runaway troublemaker. But I was wrong. He had good reasons for running away. When Dan came to the boathouse, Matthew was actually with me. I felt a little bad for not saying anything. But I wanted to help Matthew because I know what it's like to want to see your dad. I was really nervous talking to Dan, but I did find out some stuff about Lake Juliet, like the clock tower at Michael's company, Crusoe Resort. So it was a good thing in the end that I talked to him. On my way to Dad's cottage to drop off the hat he forgot, I found Matthew. My first thought was to catch him and make him give me back my bag, but he ran away from me and got stuck in a well behind an abandoned building. Who hides in a well? It's not just a well, it's not just behind the abandoned building, it's right next to fuck, what was it? God damn it. The guest house, yeah. It's also clearly like a mining shed or something like that. So yeah, the well's for that. I learned a lot talking to Matthew, like why he stole my bag and why he ran away from home. He's not just some criminal jerk like I thought. I decided to help him look for his dad when I realized he was basically me 2 years ago. We searched the boathouse on the shore that had been all sealed up and we found his dad Michael's briefcase. While we were looking through it, Dan almost caught us, but I distracted him and Matthew sneaked away. It reminds me though, Dan mentioned something happened with the clock tower 5 years ago. As we explored the lakeshore, I remembered some more stuff about Mom. I was pretty little in the memory, but I was worried about her. Like she seemed different or something. I like the clarification there about how Ashley felt about that. On the shore of Lake Juliet, I had another memory about Mom from 13 years ago. I saw her staring silently out at the lake, holding my hand. What was she thinking about? I don't remember the details, but I feel like she was different somehow right then. Did something happen to her that day? Oh boy. So yeah, it was let's take a look around here.
Huh?
Who is this? Oh, you're not allowed to show it? I'm not allowed to take a picture of it? It's really pretty. She's really pretty, and the framing is like really nice. Like I like the flowers surrounding her. Here's a clock that doesn't tell the actual time. I think it's stopped. Maybe it's like close to the time that. No, it's not. It's like because that's like 7:50, and there's no way it's that close to evening in this game.
Ah.
Oh, this is a photo of the clock tower. Yeah, I imagine that the photographer, like, whoever owns this place, the photographer who owns this place, picked this place because it has a really nice framing of the clock tower, like I said earlier. It looks like they took this photo from in front of this house. Yeah, thanks, Ashley. I should really read those things more. So they don't so I don't fucking say what they're about to say. I guess the person who lived here liked books. I bet they sat and read in that chair by the fireplace. Yeah, I like I like this place. It's a small area that we're not gonna return to, but it's really nice. The lighting is really pretty. Going outside is like, it has a really great view. This is exactly the kind of place I'd love to live in as a kid. Nowadays, I'm like too technology dependent to actually like endure the indoors, but like as a kid, I'd be like, this would be my favorite place.
Huh.
A nice chair in front of the fireplace on a cold winter day. Sounds pretty great, honestly. It's not winter, it's like spring or summer. I actually don't know the exact time when this game takes place. That's a big kettle.
Yeah.
I bet you could boil all sorts of water in that thing. I don't know any other type of water other than water. But there's also hard water, which I'm not familiar with, but also I don't fucking know. There's still sauces and dishes and stuff here. Why did the owner just disappear and leave all this here? Yeah, it's interesting knowing who lived here and why they had to leave, and seeing the state that it left it here. Is that olive oil? No one's living here, but they didn't move out either. There's still dishes in the sink. Did something happen while they were washing the dishes? Still dishes. These photos of the lake are all gorgeous. There's also these 2 photos that we can't see. I don't know if it's the lighting or like just like the game just doesn't want us to see. There's also a certificate thing here. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe best photographer of Lake Juliet. Anyway, let's go in. Oh, the bed doesn't have bed sheets. That's the briefcase, Ashley.
Looks like Matthew's dad's briefcase.
So when they moved out,
Matthew's
did
gotta
they
be
just
around here.
they just took the bed sheets? Got Matthew's dad's briefcase. I think the top one is a sunset and the bottom is a sunrise.
Pretty.
The scenery here is so pretty. Yeah. Ashley, you're 16. You should know what the difference between a sunrise and a sunset is. But yeah, this game is really pretty. I know, this game's graphics aren't like high fidelity or anything, but the art style just really makes it worth it. These 4 are all just beautiful. I'd love to have a pretty portrait like these taken of me. Photography techniques, engineering your exposures, the magic of shadows, lens philosophy, composition revolution, the miracle of apertures. Are these all technical books about photography?
Huh.
These albums are huge, and there's 2 for each year? How many pictures does a photographer take in a year? I'd imagine, like, it's a lot. Having 2 years... I'm not a photographer by any means, but I'd imagine, like, if you're into photography, that you'd be taking pictures nearly daily, so there's a ton of photos. So yeah, it would be enough to fill up an album per half year. Possibly even more if you're like that, but I also don't know.
Huh?
Is this a bag for holding a camera? It seems kind of big. But I suppose you need room for extra lenses and film and all. Look at this. These articles aren't about anything worth mentioning. Okay, that's really frustrating to me because, like, I get it. It's to add verisimilitude. Like, when you're investigating something or, like, you're looking at stuff in a place that you're not familiar with, you're going to find stuff that doesn't interest you or isn't important to what you're doing if you're, like, investigating or whatever. But also, like, why are you wasting my time, game? It's an article about someone named Gilbert Moss. He's going to be a Lake Juliet resident. He finally filed the applications. Says he's living in Lake Juliet. Dated September 9th, 1998. Not a very recent report. You could also... I'd like to... I guess you can interpret that as, like, Gilbert Moss is, like, this super famous photographer, or, like, something like that, because his photos are, like, super good. But, like... So, yeah, like, they go in... They're like, it's meant to be like, oh, a celebrity, but, like... Yeah. I guess that's how you can interpret it, in a pseudo-celebrity sort of sense. Or, like, someone important. Yeah. A newspaper article has been stuck to the wall.
Pretty.
It's a landscape photo. It's so pretty. Small photos hanging beside the newspaper articles. Okay. So, yeah. I don't think anything interesting here. Right. This is a tripod for holding the camera still. Bigger than I thought. Like, photographers have to work pretty hard carrying all this gear around. Like, yeah, that newspaper article isn't important, but but talking about tripods is. I guess in a way it is, but, like, also, come on. National Photo Contest, Grand Prize, Gilbert Moss. Oh, so yeah, I was kind of right there. Huh. Lots of stuff still here, but this hutch is empty. Whatever was in here must have been important if it's all they took when they left. I didn't know that's what it was called, a hutch. This calendar is from 5 years ago. It's like time just stopped in here. Yeah. So they moved out at the same time all that shit went down. Yeah, 5 years ago was not a good time, was it? So yeah. I wonder where Matthew went. And just to get this out of the way, Matthew's dad's bridge has been fished. The bridge that belongs to Matthew's dad. Pretty sturdy. The bridge kept water out of it. We kept a floppy distance out of all the stuffed animals. Kelly youngest sister. Yeah.
A trapdoor?
Trapdoor.
Looks like stairs down to the basement.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't lead to like a
check it out.
cavern where a kid could just like trip and fall to their death, unfortunately. Yeah, careful steps. Matthew, did you go recently?
Oh, Ashley.
Oh, Ashley.
I've been trying to find you.
It's interesting because, like,
How'd you know I'd be here?
now we're going into spoiler talk. Because
Dan gave me the idea.
this house
He said this is
is
where they
actually
found you
not
when you ran
that
away last
far
time.
from the people who own
You didn't
this
tell him
house.
you'd seen me, did you? Does he
The
know I'm
wife
here?
in this,
Of course not.
her mother
Don't
lives
worry.
pretty close by.
He's
It
looking
is a
for you,
pretty
though.
lengthy walk, but also
He said
also
he'd take
like
you to the police if he found you.
it's still within walking distance.
This is a great spot to lay low. Basement hideout's a nice touch. How'd you find this place?
Some construction worker told me about it last year.
Yeah,
Said a
it's
photographer
interesting
used to live here.
thinking about it now because like
He'd take pictures of the lake all the
the
time.
state that this place was left in compared to.
But one day,
So like
he
they
just
left 5
disappeared
years ago,
and left all
but
his
they
stuff
left
too.
they left a stuff.
That's strange.
Left all this stuff, so
Huh?
it's interesting.
Hey, is this you in this picture?
Yeah, and that's my family.
Oh, you look so cute, little
I found it here
baby
last year.
Matthew.
Oh? Huh.
Yeah.
Those two are my parents, Michael and Emily. And that one near mom is...
Yeah.
That's you, right? You're so little.
Hey.
So then the girl on your dad's back is your little sister Kelly? Yeah.
Is that the stuffed animal that was in
I
the
don't know why
briefcase?
that wasn't voiced.
Yeah, Kelly loved that stuff bunny. She took it everywhere.
Well, Let's talk about the stuffed bunny then, shall we?
It's a great picture. You all look so happy.
Yeah, we were. We were really happy.
I think that bunny
Kelly
is
and I
also the
laughed
same
and
bunny
played,
that was on
and our
Ashley's
parents laughed with us.
bag. Could be just like coincidence, but also just like...
Ashley? If Dad asks, please don't tell him where I am. He'll call the police, and they'll take me back to my uncle. And I never want to go back there again.
Never want to go back?
Matthew, I understand how you feel, but you can't keep going like this.
So yeah, it's really interesting knowing who lived here and what ultimately happened to him. Because it was like...
So, this stuffed bunny's Kelly's?
Because like
What was it
5
doing in the
years
briefcase, I
prior to
wonder?
this, apparently, it was just like a
Yeah,
huge,
I have no idea.
Why don't you
huge
hold on to it?
messy thing.
Might help cheer you up if you're ever feeling lonely.
Oh yeah,
What do you think?
this is kind of...
No, you hang on to it.
I'd imagine
Come
like
on, you should have it.
like the game is
I
telling
said
you,
no.
Huh?
like, yeah, this game is... Yeah, no.
Fine. Then I'll go with Ashley.
Ah, I love her cute little bunny voice. So yeah, the game was basically
Why don't you
saying
wanna go
that
back to your
Matthew, we don't know why
You know,
Matthew doesn't want,
My dad went missing for
isn't
years
happy
before,
here
too.
or anything like that.
I lived with my aunt the whole
But,
time he
like,
was gone.
It's also
I get it.
like the
So I can
dots
tell
are
you one
really
thing for
easy to
sure.
connect here.
Your uncle must
Even
be
if I'm not
really
going into
worried
spoiler
about you
time,
right now.
because we saw the little girl,
No,
and we
no
can
way.
only
He's not worried at all.
we can only assume,
Matthew.
especially since we see the photo
He
now.
hates me. Trust me. He was going to send me to boarding school.
No, not boarding school. Because we can see the photo now, and we know that basically Kelly is like, and
Boarding
that
school?
ghost most
would
likely
that
is
mean for
Kelly.
you?
So the dots are
He's
basically
sending
connected.
me to some school in London in September.
London? Like in England?
Jeez.
Yeah.
London?
That's basically the other side of the world.
I
Honestly,
know.
not too wrong.
He said I need to learn how to be a
It's kinda fucked up
responsible
that-
adult.
No, like,
But they
like,
have all these
why?
rules, and I have to live at the school too.
yeah, Uncle's a dick.
I
Why is
won't
it
be
all
able to
always
come
the
home
male
until I
figures in
graduate.
the family who are giant,
That's awful.
giant jerks?
So I didn't have a choice. I needed to run away. This is my last
But
chance to
yeah,
find my dad. If I get caught again,
It's clear
I'll
why.
never be able to come back.
It's clear
I
why
had
Matthew
no idea. Okay,
would
I'll
be
help you.
upset
What?
about keeping the bunny
you want to find out what happened to your dad, right?
because of what happened to Kelly.
Let me help you. We'll do it
I
together.
don't know if the game is like being incredibly subtle.
Really?
I don't know how
Absolutely.
to what degree the game
Thanks,
wants
Ashley.
to be subtle about this, but
There
like
is
yeah,
one thing though.
I don't think there's enough hint.
If we don't get anywhere today, you have to go back to your uncle. At least for now.
Ashley, what?
What?
Come on.
Why?
I guess like yeah,
Think about
that
it.
is your only.
Let's say you keep looking for your dad.
That is your only.
What happens if you never find a
guardian
lead?
figure.
Well,
What will you do?
I'll keep looking.
I think that's
You'll just
also
keep looking forever?
part of.
That's right.
Like the
I'll never give
storytelling
up.
about this because stories
That's
don't
how you
necessarily.
feel. Why not talk to your uncle about
Stories
it?
don't necessarily have to
Tell him how
have
serious you
things that are like
I'm
super
sure he'll
mysterious or
understand.
anything like that. Like if you can connect the
Okay.
dots yourself, like
Promise?
the story can be
Yeah.
enriched in its own way.
Okay.
We can.
are. Then let's start our search.
We don't need to like
Okay.
Our first stop should be my
try and
dad's
figure
cottage.
out. We can focus more on
I've been
trying to
thinking
figure
about
out
how to
Matthew's
read the
feelings
disc from the
and
briefcase.
empathizing with him.
I bet we can check it out there.
Because so when
Don't
we
you think he'll
get revealed
report
what
me?
does happen to Kelly,
Don't worry, he's at the lab.
we're already at that point of like
You're sure?
sympathizing with him.
Yep. Positive. Let's go.
Gotta
Yeah.
love Ashley here.
Okay.
She's actually being a great big sister to Matthew. Anyway. So they just have their photography studio in the bathroom?
What?
I'm not sure I like the idea of a toilet in the basement. What if you had to go in the middle of the night? Creepy. I mean, I guess logic is that the toilet is... a downstairs toilet is close to the water supply or the waste disposal or something. But also, why do we have all this? There's a portable electric stove among the equipment for developing photos. An electric stove? Is this for developing photos? Maybe they just use it to boil water for coffee or whatever while they were working. They boiled coffee next to the toilet. No one get any ideas about toilet coffee. Developing solution, fixing agent, chemicals for developing film, I guess. So, do you soak your photos in this tray to develop them? Well, there's... yeah. Oh shit. I wonder where Matthew's dad went. Or Matthew. I hope we can get them back together. What's this? More photography equipment? Guess there's a lot more to photography than I realized. Well, we can take a look at the photos. Aren't they sweet? Oh yeah, here's the boat captain from the first game. And with his significant other. Aw, they're cute together. And there's a random couple. And there's another random couple. You guys see, like, do you guys see any floating arms out there that could maybe possibly be misconstrued as Loch Ness Monster rumor or something like that? I'm gonna take a photo of this. We gotta have memories of this. These photos are too good. Anyway. Sure is dusty. No one's used this in years. Matthew, you didn't clean this mirror? I mean, I guess you don't have, like, cleaning supplies, but, like, you didn't check? Imagine there'd be cleaning supplies and there's running water. Just find some paper towels and clean it. At least do that. What, you didn't want to steal paper towels? This is film. Jessica showed me some once. Isn't it bad to leaving it hanging out like this? I don't know why specifically you'd want to develop film on top of a bathtub. Like, it'll probably get wet. But I'm not a photographer, so I have zero experience in film, despite being a media studies, having a media studies degree.
Oh.
Your place to hang photos. Did they get wet or something? Weren't they worried about the pictures falling in the tub? Well, if they get wet, the tub's the best place to put it. Doesn't feel like they use this place for bathing, does it?
Huh?
Did they have another bathroom? I mean, you could just go outside into a tree, but again, you don't have like a shower or bath or anything. And I'd imagine there'd be laws against like bathing in the lake. Guess this thing controls the power for the house. Yeah. I don't want to accidentally kill the power or anything, so I won't touch it. Alright, now we can get to the BIOS, because we've been kind of slacking on that. Alright. Yeah, this hasn't changed much. Emily Crusoe, Matthew's mom died from an illness. Matthew's mom died from an illness. It seemed like before she died, she was mad that Matthew cared so much about his missing dad. But why? always crying and so angry. I wonder if she had a reason to want Matthew to give up on his dad. I guess she wanted to protect him. Since Dad was so brokenhearted about his dad, I can only imagine how sad she felt when she got ill and was forced to leave her son's side. I think it's also just another secret abuse thing, because, like, Michael just up and leaves to try and... Michael just up and leaves. It's the same thing with Richard. Like, this fucker just, like, up and leaves his daughter. And Michael was like, please, Michael just leaves his son and his ill wife. Like, what the hell? We're not... Most of the men here are not making good impressions. Michael Crusoe. Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true. The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Juliet into a tourist trap, with stuff like the campground and boathouse. There was some kind of trouble, and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing? Huh. The clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened here 5 years ago? It's always 5 years ago, isn't it? Alright, just gonna make sure. This guy doesn't have anything. And just so it doesn't bother me... Yeah, we got a new photo. Like, Dad, I know this is like new technology or something or whatever. Phones didn't really have cameras at the time. But like, can you not give me a notification when I take the picture I just made? Like, don't give me a notification that you took a picture. That's not how it works.
I can take the briefcase. Got it.
You sure took
Not
it.
too heavy?
Nope, I'm good. I carried it this far, didn't I?
All right, it's all yours.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was spoken. Okay. Yeah, you're totally carrying it. Yeah, he has a backpack too. Like, what? Matthew, how did you get in front of me when I opened the door? Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, once again, really beautiful framing here. Alright, let's head on over to... Where are we going? I think we're just going to her dad's.
Elizabeth?
Wait, what?
Oh, hey!
What's with the face? Do you have a
I
problem with me?
just have a face, you know?
Not at all. Just surprised. I didn't expect to see you out here.
It's always the pretty ones with green eyes.
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
What do you mean?
Nice hiding
Why
spot,
would you
Matthew.
ask me that? It's none of your business.
Calm down. I was just making small talk.
Yeah, just
It
trying to
doesn't
be
take much
friendly,
to set
God.
you off, does it?
I didn't mean it like that. I was just taking a walk.
I
not
actually
allowed to
kind
go
of
for a
agree
walk?
with her there. I guess she's kind of stressed right now. A walk?
Is that so?
That's crazy.
Let's go, Ashley.
Wait.
What?
Ugh, I knew it. You're that Crusoe resort kid.
That Crusoe resort kid. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about a walk.
Do you take solo walks often?
Sometimes, I guess.
You can tell
Sounds
that she's
relaxing.
just like
Any
not
good trails around here?
Trails.
like she's hiding something.
No such thing.
Really?
Like
You're local. I thought you'd know.
it's clear
Oh, by the
from
way, I
this
saw
dialogue.
Tommy
I know
and Janet earlier.
I'm like I already
They said
played
they
this, so
were
I know what
headed to band
happens. But like,
practice.
it's clear she's
Are you
trying to
going?
avoid her friends here
What?
for something
Uh,
she's guilty about.
right.
She's using
I've
a
got to skip
walk
this one.
and
Errands to run.
errands to run
Oh,
as an excuse.
That's too bad.
Because she kind of just, yeah. I bet she does know some trails here. Because, like, it's a lake. Why would there
You know
not be
Matthew?
trails?
Of course. Everyone around here does. He's the son of the president of Crusoe Resort. What's with the attitude? So what if he's the president's
Look at
son?
Matthews. What the fuck, man?
You clearly
Face.
have no idea, so I'll enlighten you.
I'll enlighten you.
You should know about Crusoe Resort.
Yeah.
After all, they almost ruined the lake.
Yeah. This is
Ruined the
really
lake?
funny knowing.
Yeah, and it was
Who
his
her-
dad's fault.
Yeah, this is really
First,
funny
the jerk finds
knowing
this beautiful
that
lake.
her father,
Then he
who
buys
her
up
father
all
is,
the land he can to make this big resort. So?
because
It's how he went about it.
her father
The construction
is
ruined
Rex
the
Alfred,
environment
who was
here.
working for the
They
working for
totally
JC
polluted the
Valley,
lake.
and JC Valley is the one who polluted the lake and blamed
people would do
blamed
anything for money.
Crusoe Resort.
Destroying nature to build a tourist
Oh
trap?
yeah, it's funny and
Unbelievable.
also kind of fucked up.
Selfish people like that are the reason the
But
Earth
it's
is
also
hurting.
like she doesn't know. She doesn't actually know, so yeah.
Poor Mother Nature.
Oh, poor Mother Nature.
Get it? That's
Fake.
the kind of person his dad is.
Kind of person has
That's enough,
dad
Elizabeth.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm just telling the truth.
She's
Even
yeah,
if that's
it's clear
true,
she doesn't
it has
actually
nothing to do
know.
with Matthew.
Seriously? How can you walk around like nothing's wrong?
Yeah,
You don't.
she doesn't actually know that
don't
truth.
what?
So
You don't have any proof. Stop lying.
oh, she got attacked by she got
Matthew?
taken aback by a kid. I always love in that media was like the small kid is like makes the more grown person like kind of like
Whatever.
flinch. Oh, nice shot. Like the overhead shot is really cool. Hey, Elizabeth. How's it going? You doing okay, girl? Nice heels. Not great for walking in, you know. Not like my not like my high tops. There's a white bench on the side of the walking trail. You doing okay? Why does the lighting make your top look purple when it was red? What? I want to look for more cans though. Give me a sec.
Matthew.
I wonder if Matthew's alright. I should check on him. Fine. Wow. It's just right there. Oh, there's a can. Matthew, did you throw this can as well? Matthew. And she went on that fucking spiel on environmentalist crap. Like, come on. It's poor taste.
Ugh.
Can on the ground. Why can't people be more considerate? Alright, we got a generic cool pop. And we saved, yeah. Alright, so we have 3 empty cans along with the 4 Lake Juliet tokens. I think we're on good pace right now to get what I want to get from there. I like this view. Like, from this tree you can see the clock tower and the boathouse. And that place that we're gonna go to soon. Yeah.
Oh.
There he is. Yeah, thanks, Ashley. Hey, buddy. You feeling okay? You like hanging around in trees? You like the view? It's a nice view.
Hey.
Hey. Like the
Are you
lighting
okay?
here actually makes Ashley's
What do you think
hair
about what
and
Elizabeth said?
face have different tones.
I think she didn't have to be so rude.
On my monitor that I'm using to
She
record
kind of
on.
made me mad.
Yeah, the jerk.
So you were shocked?
Well, yeah, a little. Do you know if that's true?
Everyone says it is.
But you don't believe it.
No. But I get confused sometimes. I can't help but wonder if...
Look at this shot. They're so far away from each other, and then they close the distance. It's like filming.
I've been here before. With my family.
Don't you live
yeah?
here?
It's huge.
It's a tree.
Yeah. And this is a special tree.
Ooh, a special tree.
I remember Dad used to stand here and look out at the lake.
Oh yeah? My mom did that
He
too.
always seemed so calm.
Did your mom get
remember.
lobotomized too? Sorry, Dad, sorry.
I just thought Dad liked the view.
Look at him. But he looked so sad when I saw him.
And then
Yeah, this-
everything happened, and now I'm not so
I have a
sure.
really bad joke. Yeah.
What was he
This
thinking
lake
about
is a
when he stared out
fucking
at the lake?
curse because it fucking takes stuff
And
from
that's something I
everyone.
wonder about now.
And something about this lake is that's gonna be revealed
It sounds like this tree
it's
is
gonna be
important
revealed
to you.
not pretty soon at all. It's
Yeah.
gonna.
I have so
this is
many
gonna be
memories of all
fucking
of us together here.
What was your family
ear
like?
bleeding in hindsight.
Dad was always busy working. When I'd ask him to play, he'd yell about being interrupted.
Just like a dad.
Mom was always sick, so I used to take care of Kelly.
Yeah, your
And we played together all the time.
ill wife. You just
Kelly was
leave
cute,
to
but she was a lot
to
younger.
fucking prove your
cried
innocence
a
or some
lot.
shit, and
Being a big brother must be tough sometimes.
forcing your son to take care of her.
Yeah,
Like what
Hey,
the
Matthew?
fuck, dude?
Does Kelly live with your uncle too?
no. My uncle said she went to stay someplace a long way from here.
I
don't
bet
get
that's
to
the
see her.
case.
That sounds really lonely.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
like it's clear
Honestly,
that what
I just don't
Matthew
remember.
is telling isn't
I
the
can't
truth.
even
He's not
remember the day my
lying,
dad
but he's
left.
also like he doesn't
When I
know.
try,
So it's in
everything
conjunction
gets
with the
fuzzy.
idea that his
It's all
memory is
blank.
fuzzy.
not
It's a
the last
really
thing he
nice.
said before he left,
It's a really nice way of
or the look on his face.
understanding Matthew's
Seeing Matthew
psyche.
like this reminds me so much of Dee.
Like it,
Something terrible must have happened to
like
Matthew.
you can connect the dots, which makes it really
Something
easy
that left
to
a scar inside.
understand him.
Just like with Dee.
Yeah, he's not as
Listen,
cute as D.
when I learned about my mom,
By the way,
A friend
this
told me
theme is
something.
really cool. It's going to be used in a very
said,
important scene later.
even though facing the truth can be hard,
And yeah,
in the end, it's always for the best.
this theme is
do you
mostly
think?
for the idea of accepting or learning of harsh truths.
You're right.
Yeah.
I need to know what Dad was thinking. That's why I have to find out what happened to him.
Yeah, let's go, dude.
The clock tower.
You want to check it out next?
You
Let's
like
take a look. Might
you
find
like
something.
horror game franchises or
Let's go.
something?
What are you waiting for?
Let's hope there's not a scissor
Nothing,
man
I
there.
guess.
And another nice shot, and once again, zero subtlety. Yeah, it is a really special tree. You get a view of the clock tower, you get a view of the lake, you get a view of... Well, you don't see the mermaid statue from there. There's like a rock formation over there that blocks it. Ooh, a security camera. Let's run over here, Matthew. Swooping
Oh,
shot.
wow.
That's...
So much taller up close.
Yep. How do you build something
Promise
like
me,
that?
Matthew.
Guess like how you build everything else.
Don't go near the clock tower.
This poor mom. She's trying to protect Matthew
Ashley?
from his bad memories of,
Yeah?
you know, what happens.
I changed my mind. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I
trying
just
to
have a
rescue
really
him from the
bad
trauma.
feeling.
It's okay.
I'm
If you don't want to go, that's fine.
I'm trying to keep him from the
I'm
trauma.
really sorry.
So yeah.
Why don't you wait here while I take a look? Just don't let Dan find you.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't hide in like a bush or something. Okay, the mermaid statue. Oh shit. Sorry, just wanted to take a selfie. Hi, camera. Anyway, let's just rush over there. Graham,
Oh.
like the cracker. Do you like clocks, Ashley?
See that clock tower?
Do you like clocks
Your
and
dad and I
towers?
once went all the way to the top.
Why? Well, he just really wanted to go up
remember.
there. He liked
It used to
clocks
be
and
open to
stuff.
everyone.
He told me once that he wanted to
I wonder if I can get
skydive
in.
off. I told him, no, honey, no. And then he just
Nope.
like, I'm
Not
gonna
opening.
land in the lake. No,
And if I
no,
can't
honey,
get in, I
sweetie, you're
can't
not gonna do
investigate.
that. That's not gonna happen. You're going to fall and die. Well, what can we do? Guess we could just...
You.
Who, me? Actually, stranger danger, leave, run!
That was Matthew just now, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Is he
Matthew.
after Matthew?
Is he-
Do you have
yeah,
a moment?
Sure. But can I ask you a question first?
Go ahead.
How do you know about Matthew?
Oh boy.
Not just Matthew. I know about you too.
Oh god, he's been stalking
Ashley
everyone.
Mizuki Robins,
Bro.
the only child of Dr. Richard Robins.
What? How'd you know that?
A good question.
One that
Who
you're
are
not
you?
gonna get answered.
John Smith.
Great fake name. John Smith.
Seriously? John Smith?
Couldn't come up with
There
like
is no
Alan
way that's
fake
your
name
real
or some
name.
shit.
Is that what you think?
What's this guy hiding? He's seriously
This guy
suspicious.
just like severely underestimates
the
the
look
intelligence
of,
of a
total
kid.
mistrust of adults on the face of youth.
What the fuck, man?
And
I know he's a secret
seriously
agent and
weird.
like he's like just trying
I'll
to
tell you
hide
this much.
things, trying to keep
I
things.
am not your enemy.
Fuck you.
Always use that line.
Fucking
I
Jedi
literally
mind
cannot
tricks and
imagine a more
everything.
suspicious person if I tried.
These are not the droids you're looking
Hey
for.
now.
Fuck you,
Have
dude.
mercy.
Okay, let's cut the jokes. I'm not falling for whatever this is.
Yeah, Jesus. Ashley's just
How
not.
do you know about us?
I love how
are
Ashley's
you
so in
really?
sync with the player, cause like, yeah, no, we're not fucking falling for it. What the hell's this pose,
Now
dude?
what are you doing?
Checking our perimeter.
Checking our perimeter.
Can you keep a secret, Ashley?
You can tell he's not actually a secret agent
Usually.
because what the fuck?
You
He's
cannot
being
repeat
super
what I'm about to
suspicious.
tell you.
Maybe
The
the
truth
whole
is,
the whole secret agent thing is just to keep him more conspicuous, so people will
I'm a
just
special agent.
keep him away.
I'm looking into something that happened 5 years ago.
Huh? 5 years ago.
A special agent?
This
You're
guy's more.
surprised.
The more I think
I
about
know,
it, the
I
more I
know.
realize
Hearing
this guy's
special
more of a
agents
kid
can
than
be
any
quite
of the
the shock.
fucking kids in this
Actually,
game.
I'm more
Except
interested
Matthew.
in what happened 5 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not interested in whatever the fuck you,
That's what got
whoever
your
the fuck
attention.
you are. 5
It
years
has
ago is
something
far
to
more
do with
important.
Matthew's dad, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me what you know. Please.
Ashley,
Yeah, Ashley, lay into
did
him.
Matthew tell you what happened
this
5 years
asshole.
ago?
This asshole.
Why? What does he have to do with investigating the resort and the lake?
That's confidential.
That's confidential. Shut
Information
the
regarding
fuck
the
up.
investigation is classified.
Then I won't tell you anything. I'll conduct my own investigation.
I would stop if I were you.
Why?
In this world, certain truths are better left undiscovered.
Yeah,
pass
the
that
truth
message on
of
to Matthew
your
as well.
dying of your dead sister. Yeah.
Me?
Tell him for me, Ashley.
Why? He's like the complete opposite of D. He's an adult. He's alive.
Special agent, huh?
Yeah. He convinces Ashley to not tell the truth. To not learn the truth. Let's look at the mermaid statue. Cause fuck it, why not? Wonder if there are mermaid legends about Lake Juliet. I mean, they went and made a whole bronze statue, so maybe? Yeah, and they made her naked. This game is rated T for teen, so I guess... I don't know. Alright, before we go head off to find Matthew, let's look at our profiles. Yeah, it's just John. A suspicious seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. He calls himself John Smith. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him, I guess because he thinks this guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance, but snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. Seems less like a culprit and more like a detective or somebody following the case, but that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? Yeah, sorry, that was a that's not you, so. But yeah.
Matthew!
Well, there's a cottage area, the clock tower. Wonder where he went. Actually, wait. Yeah. Russell.
Oh,
Hey, look,
it's
a dog.
you. I saw you at the guest house.
Ashley,
He was hiding in the bushes. That's cute.
There you are.
I saw you talking to the guy in the sunglasses. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we just talked. I questioned him a little.
Yeah, it's the teenage girl
really?
questioning the
Awesome.
secret agent.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
What did you find out?
Yeah, super
He
awesome
didn't say
older
who
sister
he was,
Ashley.
but he told me what he's doing here. He's investigating what happened 5 years ago.
Huh?
Yeah, I really love the
He
older
wouldn't give
sister
details.
vibes that Ashley
Said it was top
gives.
secret.
Just like how Dee was kind of like
That's so sketchy.
a supportive,
What if he's behind it?
younger brother
I'm
to
not
her.
sure.
She's become
He
a
was
supportive older
odd,
sister
but
to
it didn't seem like he
Matthew.
was up to no good.
Like
Hi,
that
puppy.
that
Good
adds
to
the
see
maturity
you.
to
Where
her.
did
She's
you
been through a
come
lot.
from?
Like these
Let's
two
try to guess
kids,
your
like
name. Bonnie?
Ashley
Rusty.
is Ashley's mom died, and then
The last
her
one's too weird.
and her father left
It's
her
not
for 11
weird.
years, and then left her again
Mochi is a
after
very
two.
common dog name in Japan.
That's
And
really a
this
Japanese
guy's
dog name?
dad left
Yep.
him. Matthew's
My dad
dad
told
left
me.
him,
Does
and
your dad know a
after
lot about Japan?
his younger sister died,
Sort of.
and then
My
his
mom
mom
was
dies,
Japanese.
and he's left
Oh,
with his
cool.
left with
But
his
this dog's
negligent
name
uncle,
definitely
or
isn't Pochi.
controlling
Princess.
uncle, I should say.
I saw
Yeah,
it on
these
her
guys are
collar.
going through a lot. Like, I'm learning more and more how much support. Oh, princess. I'm learning
You
more
sure
and more
do
how much
seem
of
like a
how much
princess.
support I needed as
Are you a
a
dog
kid,
or a
and how
cat
much I
person?
kind of didn't have.
Definitely a dog person.
And like,
I wanted one when I was little, but
I
we lived
really
in an
feel for
apartment.
these two kids. Like,
So
it's
I used to
really
play with my
easy
neighbor's
to
dog after
see
school
why these
instead.
two kids just
Really?
are close
Hey.
friends now.
Princess, want to be friends?
Like, part of it is, yeah, Ashley's dad is neurodivergent, but like, can they just like be, can you at least care about her for a little bit?
Hey, so how
Yeah.
was the clock tower?
Oh, it was
It
a
was
clock
locked.
tower.
I couldn't get in.
Yeah, it was made of stone
Oh.
and all that.
Come to think of it, Dad told me something.
There was also a
He
weird
said the
emblem on
clock's
it.
been
I think there was
stopped
like a
for 5
flower,
years
moon,
now.
sword. I'm not remembering.
I guess that means we can't get inside.
Oh well. So, where's your dad's cottage?
I think it was just past the bridge. First house on the left.
Well, let's go.
Sure thing.
Well, more bio updates. Jeez, I really should organize these better. That's just a dog. Princess, a large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. She's super friend. Okay, it's the same thing as last time. Oh wait, no, it's not. A large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. She's super friendly. We became fast friends. Can't get over how fluffy her white fur feels. I could get lost in it and pet her forever. Her name is Princess according to her collar, which means she definitely has an owner. No sign of them. Is she lost or did she run away? We'll discover it later. Yeah. Yeah. Are there more cams? I don't see any.
Huh.
Just a blank billboard. Seems like a good spot for an ad. Right by the path and all. Yeah, I bet it does. Oh hey, a lock.
It's locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
Dad's
Why would
place is
you-
on the other side of the
Oh,
bridge.
why would you lock this place? I guess I know why, but also
This isn't good.
this is bad. Like, Gina and Ian just sent her to this place without having a way in.
The RAS.
Is responding, which means
I knew it.
the DAS responded too. So maybe I can open this? It's really weird, but... Beep, 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 beep. Ladies and gentlemen, Jumbiwa, okay. Beep, 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 beep. That worked.
Nice. It opened. Huh? Where'd Princess go?
Maybe to find
Ran off
Elizabeth
somewhere.
because Princess is
Oh.
her owner.
Maybe we'll
we
see
did
her
see
again.
we did see Elizabeth on this path. Maybe Elizabeth was actually looking for Princess. Maybe not. Anyway, let's walk in. Gotta go through the cottage. Once again, the soundtrack is awesome. This is a nice, pleasant little soundtrack, pleasant little song. This game's entire soundtrack can be just summed up as pleasant. I know this isn't a unique situation. It's not. It's commented like 1 billion to a lot of people, but like, it's where I grew up. And look, birds. Gotta take a picture of them before they fly away. Now I have to delete some photos. Yeah, I get it. I literally took those photos. Alright, let's batch delete. We don't need that. That. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. And I guess we don't need that either. So they have a batch delete function, but not a turn off notifications function. Dad, we need to workshop some design details. All right, which one's Dad's cottage?
Here?
Guess this is Dad's cottage. All right, Dad, you didn't like fucking litter or anything, did ya? Okay, I don't see anything. If worst case scenario, I'll just go through it in the end game.
Pretty.
Flowers. Wait, does Dad actually take care of these? All right. Hey, Dad, wait.
Huh.
He left it unlocked? Kind of unsafe, Dad. Hey, Dad, I came in. I unlocked it with the RAS, not with like a key or something. ND for
Suspicious after
neurodiversion.
issue. How strange. It looks like unauthorized access from outside the JC Valley system.
Ryan, what the fuck are you on?
It can't be.
Ryan is outside the JC Valley system? I imagine he'd be part of it.
You're
'cause
sure your
that is
dad
his
isn't here?
memories.
Definitely. Don't worry.
Yeah, just a straight up spoiler talk.
Where's the
Like,
computer?
yeah, sorry.
I'll look for it.
You'll look for it?
Ashley,
Like, what the fuck are you
Dad?
doing, young lady?
What are you doing here?
Dad, you were eating
I
these
wrapped up
cookies?
at the lab.
I wrapped up at the lab.
I'm sorry I had to leave the cookout so abruptly.
And Dad, what the fuck? Ooh, nice rain boots.
You said he wouldn't be here.
It's fine. I'll cover for you.
I didn't know. So yeah, basically Ryan's clinging to her like a little brother. That's adorable. I know. But now I'd love to have a sibling relationship like that. I did not have a good
You left your
sibling
hat.
relationship with my older sibling.
There it is.
Then I'll leave it at that.
Thanks for bringing it to me. You have a friend with you?
Yeah, he's hiding as if he could be,
Yeah.
as if he can't see him behind
This
you.
is, Mario. Yep. Mario.
Ashley.
Mario, eh? Okay, let me get a good look at you.
Let me get a good look. Yeah, where's your stupid
Now,
red
could you
cap?
be the kid
and-
Dan told me about?
No, Dad. No way.
No
Don't
fucking
be
way.
afraid. You must be Matthew.
Aww.
Huh?
I heard you ran away from home.
I think he knows
You must be
Michael
having a
Crusoe,
hard
doesn't he?
time. I was about your age when I ran away for the first time. Will you
This
tell
is
me
how
what's going on,
that's how
Matthew?
he tries to sympathize. He relates.
Uh,
You can tell
sure.
he's autistic.
I didn't see this coming. Was Dad always like this?
Like, yeah, you're still negligent, but also there's a through line. Oh, I
So I
love
only
this
have today
song.
to figure out
It
what
was
happened to
played
my dad.
earlier in the game. Aw.
I see. You've been through a lot.
Please don't tell Dan about Matthew.
Like, I can tell,
Don't
like,
worry.
if
Any friend of yours is a
you
friend
can
of mine.
tell, like, if Richard actually
Dad.
spent time with her, then they'd be a
hope you
great
find a lead
father
soon.
daughter family. But like, he doesn't.
Ashley,
so like,
your dad
what the
is
hell?
different from how I expected.
Yeah. I don't think my dad is what you'd call normal.
I think we
Huh?
need.
Not normal?
Don't you get it? That was a compliment.
It was?
You two were actually pretty similar.
Are not.
Well, how was the cookout, Ashley?
Awkward.
I don't think.
I didn't know anyone.
I don't think she got to eat anything.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I don't even know if there was any
But
burgers.
I met someone who
or
knew
anything.
Mom. He said on the outside I look like Mom, but inside I'm more like you.
Yeah, that
Is
dickwad
that
Ryan.
right?
I don't really get what he meant.
It's really interesting though.
I don't even know you that well.
It's really interesting,
Is that right?
considering that Sayoko knows who
Oh,
Ryan
before
is.
I forget. Can you look at this?
Sayoko
It belonged to Matthew's dad.
knows Ryan, who
Wow.
equates
It's
these
been a
two
while since I've seen
together.
a floppy disk.
Like, these two are haunted by two ghosts,
My
and
computer's upstairs.
who are trying
There's
to
a floppy drive
bring the
around
family
there
back
somewhere,
together.
if you can find it. Just feel free to look around.
either that or separate that. I don't know.
Wow.
They're haunted by two
Thanks.
ghosts. Aw.
I'll start looking.
I remembered something else about Mom.
Did you?
Yeah. Sometimes the scenery here reminds me of things.
Reminds me
You're
of a
remembering
time
things?
long forgotten.
It's possible. Something happened 13 years ago. Something
Psycho
that stuck
leitmotif.
deep in her memory.
Not really a leitmotif, it's
Why did
literally
I
just
suddenly
her
remember
theme.
Mom?
Well,
Yeah, this theme is for everything
Do you know
revolving around Sayoko,
I've been
Ashley's
thinking.
mom.
On
Like,
the night
it
your mom died,
Played in
she had just
Franny's
returned with you from
room.
Lake Juliet.
Franny's room in the first game.
I've analyzed that day
So,
over
it's
and
interesting.
over. I keep thinking,
You're overthinking it, Dad. When it's about Mom, you always do.
how can I not?
I
She's
imagine.
always on my mind.
I imagine she's not. She's less
Especially
upset
since-
about that and more upset that
Since I haven't been able to say
she's-
goodbye.
she's neglecting. She's been neglected
Dad.
because Dad's focused on
Someone's calling.
Sayoko. I get it.
Hello, Gina.
But also,
What is it?
The system is acting up again.
Ryan, what the
Oh?
fuck?
The security system is behaving strangely.
Does seeing her at the clock
What in the-
tower really like,
It's just one issue
Was
after
like-
another. Highly unusual.
or is it Sophia
Okay,
actually?
I'll be right there.
Because she's like hacking the system or whatever. I'd imagine that's
Did
the
something
case.
happen?
More trouble at the lab. I'm sorry to leave you alone again, but I have to go.
Yeah, workaholic and all that stuff.
All right.
Yeah, he's definitely up.
Oh, right.
He's definitely,
There's a restaurant nearby
yeah,
if you get hungry.
Andy.
Feel free to order something.
Add on to that.
Just say you're my daughter, and they'll put it on my tab.
Yeah, add on to that bill. What was it, $60?
Will do.
Okay, I better go.
You got this, Dad.
E.
I guess I do, don't I?
You can tell she's grown. Because she's like actually sharing a mind and actually being somewhat supportive, even though he's kind of still been
He's so busy.
negligent.
We never have time to just talk.
She's
I
more
forgot to tell
mature
him
than
about
him,
the
but
rats
also
opening
still
the lock.
maturing. About the RAS opening the lock. That's a really funny battery joke. Alright, let's just snoop through all your stuff since you're not here. It's so like him to hang his jacket like this. Jacket will lose its shape without a hanger. Is that true? I didn't realize that. Can't believe he actually bought a special hat just for camping. Does he really think that this will convince anyone he's somehow outdoorsy? Oh, I can't look at that umbrella.
Oh man.
What a sloppy way to hang your jacket. That's so Dad. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. Yeah, you can tell Ashley's the caretaker in this household. But then again, Jessica's still around too, so... Dad's back is stuffed full. What's he always carrying around? Yeah, I actually don't know. We can't look at the rain boots. I want to look at the rain boots. I want to look how silly they are. I don't need to call anyone right now. And besides, someone will probably call on it anyways.
Huh.
Huh? The clock has stopped. I bet Dad hasn't even noticed. I don't know if it's even 1:30, because it's definitely not 1:30 where I am. There's more to drink in this kitchen than there is to eat. Gotta remember to ask Dad if he's eating. Yeah, you need the water, but the food, optional. Besides, there's a restaurant somewhere nearby, so we'll just eat there. Pitchers full of drinking water. Dad needs to take better care of his jackets. So like him. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. I do the same thing, to be honest. I'm not careful with my clothes at all.
Huh.
Dad blends with black tea? Wonder what kind of herb he's using. Can't place its smell. Using tea and coffee is interesting. I've never heard of that before. Maybe it's a way of honoring Sayoko because she was a tea drinker. Let's see, a few veggies, a few condiments, and cold pop. Guess he doesn't like cooking for himself. Yeah. Not like we could see it because we didn't open it, but also, yeah. I really think, just like with how he invited Ashley to Blood Edward Island on her for her 14th birthday, I think he just really wanted to see her again. And this was just an excuse. Oh wait, we could go in here? Oh my god. Okay. Nice actual reflection of Ashley. Space around Dad's sink is bare. Sure is bare. Jessica can have all sorts of makeup and cosmetics around our sink back home. If I take a picture, I'm suddenly a vampire! Dad, Dad, the DAS turns me into a vampire. Oh, there is a reflection if you go into selfie mode.
Huh?
Never seen this brand of detergent before. One when you use at home smells way better. Dad should use that one instead. The fact he's doing laundry at all is a win, so I guess I won't bring it up. Well, Dad gets one win. Hey, a shower. Kinda need that, dude. I can't inspect the shower. So he works here and just has a cottage? Well, at least he's keeping this space clean. Guess if you're like working at a lab, you want to have at least one place that's close by. I guess he just lives in Lake Juliet now. I don't know. If you're not living with your daughter, then God. Alright. Yeah, great parenting. I know you're ND and stuff, but come on. Yeah. I didn't mention it before, but I love the fact that the scenery is basically just like a matte painting. Just like in old films. I know, this game is on Switch, and it's also, like, not great fidelity, but I like the art style and how vivid all the colors are, and how they make everything seem like a painting. It's still really beautiful. Even the character designs are kind of like that. Hey, this is Dad's room. Oh God, it smells like him. Oh.
Sorry for the wait,
God.
Matthew.
I do not like this cologne.
Oh, good timing. I can't log into the computer.
I can't
It needs a password.
It's a password.
Oh no. My dad just left for the lab. I can't ask him for it.
Maybe he wrote it down somewhere.
Knowing him, that's very likely.
Richard,
Let's take a look around his room and see if we can find anything.
passwords.
On it.
The music just resets? Okay. Alright. This bookshelf is a mess. I want to organize these books so bad. But Sayako said the exact same thing. Huh, this novel was just turned into a movie. I've been curious about the book. I should ask Dad if I can borrow it. Yeah, I bet the book's better. This was 2007, so all the movie adaptations for books were like kind of shit. Okay, wait, what can? Okay. Ashley, I want to look at the scattered books. Did these fall here, or did Dad place them here? The fact I can't tell says a lot. Either way, I probably shouldn't touch them without asking him. Really laying it on thick that Ashley's dad is neurodivergent. ADHD or autism, take her back. Jeez, Dad, you should throw these out once they're empty. Great. There are some novels here. Whatever he reads before going to sleep. Is it that novelist? Is it Thomas? Thomas from the first game? His books? I know he said he's a fan of them.
Dad.
How much sleep is Dad getting? Even when we lived together, he would stay up late working. I'm a little worried about him. He was, like, gone, like, He was there for at least a year, wasn't he? I guess that's the case. Dad buys something online almost every day. One of these days he'll wind up buying the same thing twice and throwing one out. Amazon.com was a fucking mess right there. Probably was eBay back then, I don't know. Are these research materials? Well, let's look at his desk. Applied techniques of photochemistry, wavelengths of light as interpreted by cameras. What a title. Ooh, what a title. Must be what he's reading right now. Dad, really shouldn't leave things lying around like this.
Huh.
Wow, Dad made all this origami? He must really love it. Oh, you can get it from here. That's awesome. My residence on Lake Juliet scanned.
Dad?
Dad put some pictures up. Aw, look at that. They're actually cute.
Dad?
There's Ashley on her 14th birthday, Ashley on her 3rd birthday. With even the teddy bear grew up. That's awesome. And there's the two of them in Lake Juliet. But yeah, you could tell even Sayaka was like, this guy is a lot, but he's my loving husband. This cable must connect to some computer around here. Ashley, some computer. Ashley, please.
All right.
Let's try entering the password.
No good?
Looks like the wrong password. Maybe I should give it a little more thought. Before we continue on, I'll read the Crane message. When I decided to join JC Valley, Rex, the director, brought me here to tour the cottages. This cottage area was one of Crusoe Resort's large-scale projects, but because the plans for the overall resort failed, most of the cottages have sat uninhabited. Rex told me to pick whichever one I wanted, and the lab would foot the bills, so I wound up touring several of them. Okay, that's interesting. Because, like, Crusoe Resort... Yeah, but that's delving into spoiler territory, I think. All the ones Rex recommended were too stylish for my tastes. They just didn't suit my lifestyle, so I had a hard time choosing. Ultimately, I chose this 2-story cottage with a quaint little fireplace, mainly because it's close to the lake. Also, it had free Wi-Fi. After touring the other units, I told Rex that I'd rather the other new researchers take the fancier places, but Rex told me not to worry about that. Apparently, I'm the only one. Not even Gina or Ian? Like, I'd imagine Gina has one. Anyway, it looks like I'm JC Valley's sole new researcher this month, maybe even this whole year. Maybe one of them is one of the other colleges, maybe Gina's just not. I don't know. They didn't cover it. Anyway, let's take a look at this note. Actually, what the fuck is in here? Even more stuff. I wonder if this is used with a computer.
Maybe.
Maybe he wrote his password in this notebook? Nope, I guess I should be glad he's not that careless. That's Dad's glasses case. Wonder if these batteries have any juice left in them. Still can't believe JC Valley has their own brand of batteries.
This is...
There's something written on it. What is this supposed to mean? Oh, it's a photo. Would someone write this on the back, though?
Maybe.
Maybe the other photos have writing on them, too. And knowing Dad, I bet one of them has his password on it. Bet there's something here. Let's check this out. These pictures are like the other. There should be something written on the back. The order of the photos is all mixed up. Come on, Dad.
How about this?
May as well put them in order while looking for the password. Alright, so we know, yeah. So you can probably tell it's placed in order of events in the game. In this, so.
Yeah.
This is the orders the photos were taken in, right?
Oops.
Now, what does the writing on the back say? I sure you hope it's the password. Alright. There.
Ah.
This has to be it. How many of you in the comment section thought that was gonna be mindfuck? Why is it mindful though?
All right.
Let's try entering the password. So does it have to be in all caps too? We'll do it in all caps, fuck it. What kind of login noise was that?
We're in.
Hacking to the gate.
Yes. Now we just gotta pop the disc in and we're good. Let me see it, Matthew.
One sec. Here you go.
Here's this floppy disk.
And it goes... Oh no.
There's no
This
disk
computer
drive.
has no disk drive.
So
I'll
we
shut
can't
the
see
fuck
the
up.
data?
Wait. Dad said he had an external floppy drive.
Gee, I
Must be
wonder where that
somewhere around
was.
here.
I get it. You're not
Let's look for it.
like. I get it. Like I get it. It's an adventure game, but like. You're going to be naturally curious, and like look through all the stuff. So yeah, the game implies that you're not supposed to see the stuff that we just saw, but like, you can't just. It's silly. It's just silly. Like you can't blame the devs for it, but it is definitely something. Oh look,
Huh?
just some packing tape. Must be what you used on the boxes in here.
What?
Why is there a tube in here? Why is there a tube in here? What's this tube for? This origami paper hasn't been folded yet. Dad does get hurt a lot. How many paper cuts has he gotten? There's a cable for the computer. Ashley, take the cable. It's probably useful.
Huh?
What's this?
Ah.
There's a slot. Looks like a disc could fit in it. Yeah, that's what you think about when you're like a kid and don't know technology. Alright. Closing the door. Alright. Now we can get the cable. I wonder if this can connect the drive on the computer. Got cable. Oh. Alright. I think we can Now I can connect this to the computer. Got drive with cable. So yeah, I was wrong. There is more stuff you can combine in this game, but also it's kind of a silly thing. Like I love how it was a tutorial thing in the near the end of the first game.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oops.
Now the disc.
All right.
There we go. We couldn't animate inserting the disc. Puzzle solved!
Okay. I can access the floppy disk.
A file popped up on the screen.
This is an
What is
interesting.
this?
Open it.
I can't open it. Is this an app, Macintosh? My company is responsible for the cause of the lake's water pollution. Through the independent water quality testing I conducted, I discovered that an unknown contaminant has been flowing into the lake for. I ascertained what this substance is and eliminate any suspicion regarding Crusoe Resorts as. I don't know how text documents degrade like that.
The data looks corrupted, so I can't read it all. Seems like your dad wrote it, though.
It says, eliminate any suspicion.
Right. That must be it.
It's all
It's
technology.
why he was
but also, yeah.
investigating the lake's pollution.
And he figured out that this unknown contaminant is what's causing it. Do you think this is why your dad disappeared? Because he was trying to find what really polluted the lake?
It must be. Someone didn't want Dad to find out, and they
Oh,
got
that
to
makes
him.
a lot more sense why Ryan was keeping an eye out there.
Close, Dad.
Because he doesn't want anyone
Actually, I wanna
figuring
check
out
out the
his
lake.
existence.
There's a water quality testing kit in my dad's briefcase.
Or he's scared that he's going to.
We'll use that to find
Going
this
to.
unknown contaminant, and then I'll figure out where it's coming from.
Yeah.
This looks pretty old.
Too old to use, that's for sure. How else can we test the lake's water quality? The computer
Authorizing
just made a
NAS approach to
noise.
connect.
And there's something on the screen.
Do you have like a cable that connects your laptop to the DAS? Or did he
What's a DAS?
invent Bluetooth?
It's this. My dad made it. Let's see what happens when I hold it near the computer.
I am so not technology savvy. I don't know when Bluetooth was invented. Installing.
What is this? That's the phone. Maybe Dad's calling. Watch the DAS, Matthew.
Sure. Can I play with it once it's finished installing?
It won't work for you. It only likes me.
Oh, come on.
I like how that's the response and not there are no games on it. Ashley, you sweetheart. Alright. Yeah, I think that crane is the only crane in this house. I'll check it later after I'm done recording, but like, yeah. See, I knew someone was gonna call me instead of me having to call someone else.
Hello?
Ashley, is that you?
Jessica.
Yeah,
How's the
it's
trip?
Ashley.
All right, I guess.
Yeah, you were expecting
You should get
you
out.
expecting Richard?
Enjoy
No.
yourself. Is your dad there?
He's at the lab. Something came up.
I see.
I bet
Did he say
she's
when he'll be
enjoying
back?
herself. She's helping a kid.
Nope. He didn't say much.
She's helping a kid
as
go
usual.
through stuff.
Okay. I'll try again later.
Hey, Ashley, is that Jessica? I want to talk to Jessica. I haven't talked to her in years. Well, I've been dead for years, but also...
Oh. Ashley!
God, he yells loud. Well, that's it. That was chapter 3. So yeah, we learned a lot, and yeah, I love how this game. I love the story progression in this game. I love how every revelation builds on top of each other. And yeah, and I love the characterization of Matthew and Ashley, and how Ashley is clearly actually growing up instead of trying to be the mature, trying to be more mature than she actually is, like in the beginning of the game. But yeah, next time, well, I guess we'll try and figure out a way to uh, find the source of the lake pollution. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're watching this as soon as this is uploaded, or however long in the future, years from now, maybe, that you're supporting me, and I'm very grateful that you watched this at all. So, anyway, catch you guys later.